I am Boudica. We're in a time of extreme peril. We fight for our freedom.
In the heart of ancient Britain, a fiery rebellion ignited against the mighty Roman Empire, led by a warrior queen whose name would echo through the ages, Boudica. This is the story of a woman who dared to defy Rome, a queen who led her people in a fierce uprising against oppression, and a legend whose courage continues to inspire centuries later. Boudica, queen of the Iceni tribe in modern-day East Anglia, was no ordinary ruler. Descriptions from Roman historians depict her as a striking figure with fiery red hair that cascaded down her back, a piercing gaze, and a commanding voice that could rally thousands to her cause. She was well versed in warfare, a skill not uncommon for Celtic women of her time, and she possessed a strategic mind that would prove formidable against the Romans. When her husband, King Prasutagus, died in 60 AD, he bequeathed half his kingdom to his daughters and half to the Roman Emperor Nero, hoping to secure a peaceful transition and protect his people. However, the Roman procurator, Catus Decianus, saw this as an opportunity to seize the entire kingdom. He ignored the will, confiscated Iceni lands, plundered their wealth, and subjected Boudica and her daughters to public humiliation and abuse. This act of betrayal and cruelty was the spark that lit the flames of rebellion. Boudica, driven by an unyielding desire for justice and vengeance, united not only her own Iceni people, but also neighboring tribes who shared a common hatred of Roman rule. Among them were the Trinovantes, who had also suffered at the hands of the Romans. Together, they formed a massive army, ready to unleash their fury upon their oppressors. Their first target was Camulodunum, the former Trinovantian capital and a symbol of Roman occupation in Britain. The city was ill-prepared for the onslaught, its defences weak and its garrison small. Boudica's forces stormed the city, massacring the inhabitants and burning it to the ground. The Temple of Claudius, a monument to Roman arrogance, was utterly destroyed, its ruins a testament to Boudica's wrath. Flush with victory, Boudica's army then turned its attention to Londinium, the prosperous commercial centre of Roman Britain. Despite receiving reinforcements, the Roman garrison was overwhelmed by the sheer number of rebels. Londinium met the same fate as Camulodunum, its buildings razed, its inhabitants slaughtered, and its wealth plundered. The rebellion's bloody trail continued as Boudica's forces marched on Verulamium, another Roman settlement. Here too, the Romans were no match for the fury of the rebels. The city was sacked and burned, its inhabitants killed without mercy. It's estimated that over 70,000 Romans and their supporters perished in the uprising, a staggering loss for the empire. The Romans, however, were not ones to accept defeat easily. Governor Gaius Suetonius Paulinus, who had been away on campaign, returned with a legion of seasoned soldiers. At the Battle of Watling Street, the Roman army, though vastly outnumbered, met Boudica's forces in a final decisive clash. Boudica, mounted on her chariot and with her daughters by her side, rallied her troops with a passionate speech, urging them to fight for their freedom and avenge the wrongs they had suffered. But the undisciplined Celtic warriors were no match for the professional Roman soldiers. The Romans, with their superior armor, tactics and training, cut through the rebel ranks. Boudica's forces, though initially fighting with great ferocity, were eventually routed and suffered heavy casualties. The aftermath of the battle is shrouded in mystery. Some accounts suggest that Boudica, rather than face capture or Roman justice, took her own life by ingesting poison. Others claim she died of illness or battle wounds shortly after the defeat. Regardless of the exact circumstances of her death, Boudica's legacy as a warrior queen and a symbol of resistance lived on. In the 19th century, during the Victorian era, Boudica was rediscovered and romanticized as a national heroine. A bronze statue of her on a chariot, erected in London, stands as a testament to her enduring legacy. Boudica's story is a powerful reminder that even in the face of overwhelming odds, the human spirit can rise up and challenge the status quo. Her legacy continues to inspire, a beacon of hope for those who strive for justice and freedom. Let Boudica's courage ignite a fire within you, a reminder that you too can make a difference in the world. As we reflect on the life and legacy of Boudica, we are left with a profound question. What does her story mean for us today? How can we channel her courage and determination in our own lives? And how can we use her story to inspire others to stand up for what is right, even in the face of overwhelming odds?